Hi, it's Walter Burns from Keller Williams City Life Realty and livingonthehudson.com for this week's Living on the Hudson weekly recap. So we're coming off of the Thanksgiving holiday weekend here. The Hudson County real estate market does slow down in that week leading into Thanksgiving and obviously Thanksgiving weekend with a lot of people being away. In the past week, there have been 55 properties that have gone under contract in the Hudson County MLS. That's about half of what it normally is. They had an average list price of $872,000 and a median list price of $699,000. Days on the market, average days in the market, 39 days, and the median days in the market, 25 days. That's in line with what it's been over the past few weeks. Looking through the list, some properties that stood out to me. Nothing in Hoboken went under contract in large-scale major buildings. You had this unit here at 138 Park Avenue, listed for $3,495,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath condominium, 2,972 square feet. And this was down on First and Park in Hoboken. And this was developed by Redbridge Properties. They pretty much have developed that whole block, especially on the west side between First and Second over the past 10 years. So this unit has gone under contract. And it was in the market 65 days. It looks like it is new construction and listed for $3,495,000. 138 Park Ave, unit number 2 has gone under contract. In downtown Jersey City, you had a 2-bedroom at 77 Hudson Street. This is 77 Hudson, unit 3206, listed for $2,100,000 on the market 12 days. This is 1,558 square feet. This is the Stingray unit at 77 Hudson Street. So this is in the east side of the building. It's shaped like a stingray if you looked at the floor plan. And this is a 2-bedroom plus den with direct views of Lower Manhattan. And 77 Hudson was developed by K. Avnanian around 2006. Concierge building, doorman, elevator building, very high level of amenities, steel and concrete construction. They have an outdoor pool, large fitness center, residence club, on-site parking as well. So this unit here at 77 Hudson, under contract, 12 days in the market, listed for $2,100,000. Also in downtown Jersey City, you had a 2-bedroom at 700 Grove Street. This was developed by Toll Brothers around 2004. This is 700 Grove, Unit 6P, listed for $699 on the market 27 days. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,287 square feet. And this was a south side unit with a terrace looking south towards downtown Jersey City. And this layout is actually a 1-bedroom plus den. They're calling it a 2-bedroom because the second room would be used as a bedroom. However, it does not have a window. It has these French doors that let light in. So technically, this is a 1-bedroom plus den, and this was listed for $699. 700 Grove is a concierge building. There's a fitness center, residence lounge, and a shuttle to and from the Hoboken Pat Station, as well as on-site parking. So that's gone under contract, 27 days in the market at 700 Grove Street. Just seeing here if anything else stood out to me. Over at the Watermark in North Bergen, 8100 River Road, unit 319, listed for $1,239,000 on the market for 42 days. This is a 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath, 1,834 square foot unit. The Watermark was developed by WCI Communities around 2004. It's a steel and concrete building. They built a lot of buildings in Florida. And this was like their first major project up here in the New York area. Concierge building, high level of amenities here. You have an outdoor pool as well as an indoor pool. Most units come with at least parking. Most units come with parking for 2 cars. Concierge, doorman, fitness center, residence club, screening room, very high level amenities. They even have guest suites there. So if you're a resident and you want to have someone stay over, but you didn't want to put them up in your apartment, you could actually rent like almost like hotel rooms. I think there's 2 of them on the first floor that the condo association owns that they can rent out like single use per night for a guest if you didn't want them staying with you in your residence or didn't have the room. So this is a north-facing unit looking up towards Edgewater. It does have the view here of Midtown Manhattan. And this has gone under contract at the watermark. In Weehawken, you had 600 Harbor Boulevard, Unit 981. This is Riva Point, a 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, on the market 19 days, listed for $1,149,000. Comes with parking for one car. This is the pier building built on top of the Hudson River in Weehawken. Built in multiple phases, started construction in the mid-90s, ended in the mid-2000s. Concierge building, they have an indoor pool, as well as a fitness center, yoga room, and all the units come with parking for one car. And it's very convenient to get to New York from this location. The ferry to New York is actually right next to the building, and the bus is across the street, as well as the light rail being 2 blocks away. In the last few years, there's a new Whole Foods that opened up in the area. So this is located in the Lincoln Harbor section of Weehawken, and this was a north-facing unit, so you had views up the river towards the George Washington Bridge and of Midtown Manhattan. And this has gone under contract at Riva Point, listed for $1,149,000. And when these units sell, I'll be happy to report back on what they ended up selling for. And there's also a 2-bedroom there, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,365 square feet, so a little bit smaller, listed for $799, 19 days in the market. And that too has gone under contract at Riva Point. You can see Riva Point here. You have units that are on the north side and units that are on the south side. Most of the units are duplex, multiple levels. So you have duplex, some triplex layouts, and some owners have combined units. I sold a unit earlier this year that was a combined unit where the owner had purchased 2 units side by side, and that has occurred several times in the community. So they do come up for sale from time to time. This is also a north side unit here at Riva Point, and that's got under contract, listed for $799. News articles, slow news week. Oh, before we go into news articles, a couple sales here. In Edgewater, you had over at the Glass House, 3 Somerset Lane, unit 322, listed for $959. It sold for $930, 44 days in the market, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,299 square feet. So this is the Glass House in Edgewater. It's up near where Edgewater City Hall is now. You have the Pearl next door. The Glass House is another condominium building. This is a mixed-use development area. So you have retail, you have residential rental, and you also have condominium. And this is one of the condo buildings. It has the pool in the middle. It's still in concrete construction, floor-to-ceiling glass windows. It's a concierge building. And here you have a unit. Looks like it's on the courtyard, facing. You have some view of New York here off of the terrace. And this unit here has sold for $930 at the Glass House. In Hoboken, 1400 Hudson Street, unit 309, listed for $1,300,000, and it sold $25,000 over asking for $1,325,000. So more than likely, multiple offers drove the price over asking. 8 days in the market. It was a cash purchase, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,195 square feet. And this was one of the buildings located on 15th Street in Hoboken. It was developed by Toll Brothers, along with 1450 Washington and 1425 Hudson. This is all part of that T community across the street from the Hudson T building. And these buildings were actually built on the parking lots of the Hudson T building. So when Toll Brothers bought the Hudson T building, the big building at 1500 Hudson and 1500 Washington, they also bought all the parking lots across the street, and they built this building, which is 1400 Hudson. This has a pool, has a concierge, fitness center, theater room, actually two separate gyms in the building, residence lounge that you could reserve, so a common rooftop area as well with barbecues. So this 2-bedroom has sold for $1,325,000 at 1400 Hudson Street. In downtown Jersey City, I spoke about 77 Hudson earlier. Here's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,510 square feet, penthouse 4402 selling. This is listed for $1,975,000, and this sold for $1,925,000. So this sold $50,000 under asking, 3-bed, 2-bath, 1510 square feet. So this was a high floor unit, similar layout to the one that one under contract. Excuse me, actually, it's a different layout. This is a north side 3-bedroom. So you do have the views of Midtown Manhattan. And you're also looking north and west. So this is 99 Hudson Street, which is the tower next door, and west towards Grove Street Path. So this is a different layout than the one that went under contract, but it has sold here at 77 Hudson Street, and that's listed for sold for $1,925,000. Articles, not too much that, no news over the past week that I noticed. However, I'm sure that this coming week there'll be more articles published, and I'll be happy to report on those next week. These videos come out every Monday. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me anytime at walter@livingonthehudson.com or at 347-448-3766. Feel free to comment, like, or subscribe down below. And I will link down below as well all the buildings that I discussed here from my website. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.